Viewer discretion is advised.
Me and the boys are about to do a little duck hunting. Whack, 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 whack. Pull! Oh, shit! Are you guys all right? What did you do?
I don't know, when we jumped, somehow I got under him, he got on top of me, and he landed on me. His head smashed me. I'm shaking. You're so bad.
That was hilarious. Now it's Parks' turn, and this duck's got a little more meat on him. Whack, 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 whack. Pull! Whack, 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 whack. Look at the feathers! Oh! Hey, put your gun on the table.
I got welted. It's like fucking bobbing through a bee's nest.
We killed Quack Quack.
The whole back stings, so I feel like. Yeah, 10-11 right there in that one. All right, let's reload. Get done on there.
Looks like Dunn's up next. Ready, sea sucker? This one's a gobbler for sure. Quack, 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 quack,
Oh, good fucking God.
But I gotta give it to Paul Bunyan's 40-foot fucking car.
You look like Buck Rogers going through time, you know?
Yeah, I felt like I was in the air for a fortnight.
The Anaheim Ducks, you did get that one cup, but that is like hard to remember. But how did you not win it in 2005 after Paul Kariya came back from a coma and scored? And of course, let's just look at the heartbreaking Game 7 losses at home each time. And Corey Perry is a dick.
Henry Samueli is an engineer and inventor who founded Broadcom, which makes semiconductors which you find in pretty much every electronic you use to communicate with. Samueli is the son of Polish immigrants which survived the German occupation of Poland and came to America with virtually nothing. He bought the Ducks in 2005 and promptly got rid of the Mighty Ducks name. Because Samueli agrees with me on one thing: fuck Disney.
Honda bought the naming rights to the joint in 2006, but some still call it the Pond. Just like a Honda, there's nothing flashy about this arena or its features. On the website, a fun fact states that there are more than 130 palm trees on the property, and my mind is freaking blown. Next to the rink is this train station, which looks like a lobster tail. The score in this game was 0-0 after one period. Then Brett Hull started filling the net up with biscuits like he was a drifter headed to a train depot, nabbing 4 goals on only 6 shots. Mike Modano and Grant Marshall both had 3-point efforts as John Sebastian Jaguar took most of the beating for the Ducks, who only mustered 17 shots. Hear no evil, see no evil. As long as you don't get caught, like when Ryan Getzlaff casually removed a goal-scoring puck from the net and stuffed it in his britches. Then he had the balls to deny he did it.
You might have closed your hand on the puck. I don't know if you did or not. Oh, it was me for sure. It might have been somebody else.
Speak no evil. Ah yes, a mascot named after excellent beer food, Wild Wing has entertained Duck fans for nearly 25 years. He also had his own bizarre animated series, as Disney will fucking cash in on anything, and it was some weird Pokemon type shit. The 90s were a strange time. Dub Dub nearly caught on fire one time when he displayed a urinating tree level vertical leap over a flaming pit.
Class, please take your seats. Welcome to How to Destroy a Franchise 101. For today's lesson, we look towards California. Can you show me a hypothetical wildfire that destroys the foundations yet leaves no damage to the naked eye? That would be the Anaheim Ducks, a team looking dirtier than their perceived reputation over the past few years. Have they gone senile from all the home game 7 losses, or their clock simply stopped in 2007? Enough introductions, let's get to the point. Our time machine takes us to April of 2016. Bruce Boudreau sealed his choking reputation by losing a home game 7 after a 3-2 series lead for the 4th year in a row. Boudreau was told to take his barbecue stand with him as he left. Little did the fans know that Bob Murray chose to phone a friend. In particular, the guy from 2007, Randy Carlyle, fresh off a disastrous stint with the Maple Leafs. It was as backwards and archaic as it sounded. A league pivoting towards speed, clinging onto whatever made them great 10 years ago. In fact, they should extend Ryan Kesler and Kevin Bieksa to celebrate. The cigars would burn with impunity. To the playoffs. They convincingly traumatized Calgary some more and allowed the world to experience Edmonton's finest salt as they royally choke a game they should have won. It was beautiful. Until Nashville slaps them with catfish. So far, no issues bubbling over. The Ducks had a stable, if aging core locked up for a while, but the biggest expansion draft was upcoming. And no movement clauses for Kesler and Bieksa. Jeez. This forces Josh Manson and Semi Vatanen to be available for selection. But Murray is quick thinking. He uses Jedi powers to make them select Clayton Stoner. And giving up Shea Theodore in return. Not as much of a mind trick. You know what this calls for, class? Years upon years of extensions. You can get an extension. And you get an extension. Patrick Eaves have 3 more years. You also get an extension. Enrique, you especially get an extension. Ooh, let's extend Gibson and invest in health insurance in case his back goes out carrying us. We even have enough cash lying around for this random young guy, too. Here's a quick question for all you whippersnappers. You're coming off a disappointing finish where you got your asses kicked into the dirt by your rival in San Jose and a lot of flaws are shining beneath you. You've dealt with injury after injury and your core is showing signs of alarming decline. Your prospects are also too raw to be counted on in key roles. What do? Dumpster diving. Pat Shen, Andre Schuster, Brian Gibbons. 3 years for Cutter Rowney? Good God. All of this mixing of old grit and young players not ready for the big time leads to disaster. A team that is merely being carried by John Gibson. Turns out extending everyone to big contracts may have been a mistake. Patrick Eaves can't stay healthy. Cam Fowler underperforming. Ryan Getzlaf ready to snap necks. Corey Perry injured to shit. And Ryan Kesler. Oh Christ almighty, he's fallen faster than Carthage. How does a 12-game losing streak sound to you? Not good enough? How about responding by losing 8 of 9? No? Then just rearrange a bunch of 4th line deck chairs. Bob Murray needs a Scotch buddy as the ship sinks, so no need to fire Carlyle yet. It's the players that are the problem. There's not enough grinding, too much softness, a goal famine for the ages. John Gibson can only carry for so long. And there goes his back. Just in time for Corey Perry to come back and die for our sins. Randy, the fans are at our throats. Sorry, old chap, they gotta put you down. 1 month later than it should have happened, but Murray needed to make his case to the Samuelis. They don't really give a fuck? Sounds like the team. Their interim coach is not going to be a man but a god. A legend of Anaheim hockey indeed. Bob Murray, pulling a play from the Lamoriello playbook of doing double duty. Now he can see how garbage his team really is. That's too hard to do though. Let's hand out another extension. Jakob Silverberg. At a $5.25 million cap hit for 5 years. God damn it, they've learned nothing. You may be asking when Murray's going to be getting fired too, but he's a sly fox who's 2 steps ahead. He was extended back in December. At least the Western Conference is as much of a disaster this year, am I right, lads? So what can we learn from the self-destruction of the Ducks? Probably a lot of different takes, but the best course of action is to not relive the past as if it can be replicated. Don't extend everyone because of outdated play styles, and don't put all of your eggs in one goalie basket. At the very least, the Ducks have some decent prospects that might make an impact soon. Although they'll probably bring in another old dinosaur as coach and ruin them. Let's say Ken Hitchcock. Class dismissed. Don't feel too bad. You were set up to lose. The Capitals are a franchise rife with failure. Your reputation is superb, and you get a job 2 days later with the Anaheim Ducks. This is a franchise that has always thrived in the postseason. They don't make the playoffs this year, but they'll come back, and a cup run is just what the doctor prescribes for your blood pressure. Make us proud. See what I mean? Second seed in the Western Conference with a 3-2 series lead against a fading Empire. The Ducks make a furious comeback to take it to OT in Game 6. I'm proud of you, man. Where did you get that brisket? Just keep it under wraps at Honda Center, okay? Shit, I forgot to cancel the pregame buffet. Boudreau choked again. God damn it. Now you're even better off. Second best record in the NHL, and you won a playoff series. You're taking on those ungrateful swine in the Kings and have another 3-2 series lead. I made the effort to cancel the buffet this year. Sorry, Bruce, had to be cautious. The Ducks lose a tightly contested game in Los Angeles, but home ice should turn the tide. All the options are, there's a barbecue festival in town this week. Boudreaux goes into a food coma along with the rest of the team and are promptly roasted on the spit by the Kings at home. This year should be the year. Number 1 seed in the Western Conference. The Ducks dominate against all competition in the first 2 rounds. They are 1 win away from making it to the Stanley Cup Finals again. You're in new ground, Bruce. It's another 3-2 series lead, but this year is different. The Blackhawks dominate Game 6 on the score sheet and leads to... Wait. Bruce, what are you doing? I told you can't have that. Put that fucking sandwich down. Have some self-control for once in your damn life. Roses are red, violets are blue. Boudreaux chokes on that Game 7 barbecue. This is a gimme. Anaheim has yet another 3-2 series lead against fucking Nashville of all teams. Little does Brucey Boy know that I locked up the fridge and chucked the key into a sewer. There's no way they can fail now. What the hell do you mean he has a secret stash in his office? Oh God. Oh God! You lost another home Game 7? What the fuck is wrong with you? How many times have we had this conversation? Get out! Get out! Did I stutter you more but marshmallow? Ah!